What's going on, y'all? I got a new haircut. You like it? I don't like it. You like it? For real? Yeah, it's alright, I guess. But anyway, this is MeSha810 with episode 3 of Expo Speaks. This is the special edition where I am answering questions that I have been inboxed. So, if I inboxed you back, then your question will be answered on this show. So, enjoy the show. Okay, I want to start this show off by saying thank you to all of my supporters, everyone who has come out to the Spring Lake Flea Market to visit me at MeSha810 Craft and Design, and for everyone who has liked, commented, subscribed, befriended me on YouTube and Facebook. I love you all. Thank you so much. With that being said, let's get started with the questions. Our first question of the day from my inbox is, why do you help women and do you get paid? First of all, that's a two-part question, and but I'm going to answer that because I get that question a lot as far as the do I get paid part. Now, as far as why I help women, the reason why I help women is because last year I had my own personal issue with cervical cancer. And the reason why I really want to keep women informed is because I went 4 years without going to the doctor, without getting my yearly pap smear the way I was supposed to, and I ended up being in stage 3 of cervical dysplasia, and I was borderline cervical cancer. So had they not removed it when they did, there was a possibility that it could have turned into cervical cancer. I'm still getting checkups just to make sure that it doesn't go into remission or what have you. But as far as that, that's the main reason why I help women, because there are a lot of women out there who go uninformed about what's going on with their bodies. Now, as to the second part of your question, do I get paid? No, I don't. It's something that I do out of the kindness of my heart, and I do it for free, and I enjoy it. So it is what it is. Our second question is breastfeeding best? I'm probably not the person that you want to ask that question to, because I have 3 children. I breastfed all 3 of them. So, I felt that breast is best. But at the same time, with my kids, with my boys, they were, and I have 2 boys and I have 1 girl. My boys seem to be not getting enough from the breast milk. So I had to alternate between breast milk and bottled formula. So, but I think breastfeeding is good for the kids. When they say that your children get sick less often, that I can actually agree with. So like I said, it's a biased vote, but breastfeeding is best in my opinion. It is what it is. Next question. I jumped out the bed, flat eye in my hair, but in my true relief. Our next question, how to tell which vaginal infection you have. The reason why I can actually answer this is because I have gone through my stint of bacterial vaginosis and yeast infection. Now, if you've never had either of the two, it is not a good idea to try and guess. Your best bet is to go to the doctor and get a professional diagnosis. But the difference between you have bacterial vaginosis, which is the most common in women. Bacterial vaginosis, it should be like a thin, watery grayish color, light gray. You know, like I said, it looks like kind of like watery milk. It may have little pieces of yeast in it. It should not have an odor, because bacterial vaginosis doesn't have an odor. Some do, but some do not. Every woman is different. Your average yeast infection is usually, it looks like cottage cheese. Yeast definitely doesn't have an odor, you know, except for like bread or whatever. But if you have something that is yellow or green, or has some type of foul, fishy smell, you definitely need to go to the doctor and get that checked. And any type of infection, especially bacterial vaginosis, you have to get medicine from your doctor anyway. So like I said, if you have not gone through yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis, and you don't know the difference, or you've never had one, you really need to go to the doctor, get your professional opinion. Please, ladies, please. Next question. And I hit the closet, go on my juicy coaches, grab my shirt and my bra and head straight. Next question is, what is the best way to shave your pubic hair? I think you was trying to be funny, but I'm going to answer that. Everybody has their own personal opinion on shaving. Whether, now, either you can clip, you can trim, or you can just shave and go the bald eagle. Now, if you're going to clip, you get you a nice little pair of scissors, you comb the hair out, and you just clip, you know, give it a nice little clip. If you're going to trim, you get your clippers with the guard, and you trim all the hair down, which is good. You know, you can avoid, during the clipping and the trimming, you can avoid razor bumps with that. If you're going to go the bald eagle way, as you could probably see me doing like this, can you see that? Okay, these are my two particular razors of choice. Now, this one right here is the Extreme 3. Let me close in on that for you so you can see it. And if you notice, it has a moisturizing edge strip at the top, and it has 3 blades, and it's also flexible. Can you see that? Okay, so you need something, because of course your vaginal area, your pubis mound, has bumps and curves, so you have to go all around that, and you want to use a nice thick soap. Okay, now this one right here is Bic Soleil. Can you see that? Now I can let you know this, that whatever razor you choose, make sure it's pretty, make sure it's expensive, because for like a pack of 4, you're gonna pay about $6 or $7. Okay, that's for the good kind. Do not buy your razor blades from the Dollar Tree and think that you aren't gonna get cut. We don't want that. Okay, getting cut down in that area, not comfortable. Not comfortable. Okay, now if you notice this one, it actually has the moisturizing strip at the bottom and at the top. Let me move that glare so you can see that. Okay, and this one has 4 blades instead of 3. Now it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have that flexy motion like the Extreme. Now I borrowed this one from someone, but this one right here, this is what I use. And they come in pink and green. They have a nice scent. It's a good way to go. And I use Dove soap. Always use like Dove. You want like a nice thick soap. We're going to wrap up this episode of Expo Speaks today. Today's promotional page that I want to highlight is the MeSha810 book club. So if you check out Facebook and look up MeSha810 book club, that's where you can see like all of the newest books that we're going to start reading in the club. So we got to get some people to like and get on that page first of all. And once we do that, once we get about 25 people on there, that's when I'm going to start with the first book that we're all going to get together and read. So if you like reading, if you like good books, if you like Stephen King, Zane, if you like the Twilight series, you know, if you like vampires, if you like Greek mythology, that's the type of stuff that I'm into. So you could check out what MeSha is reading, and you could read along with me, and we'll keep it updated or whatever. So with that being said, make sure you join the 810 Women's Expo online, the Women's Social Forum, so that you can get all your questions answered. Also, if you have any questions that you want answered on next week's show, make sure you inbox me, leave me a comment, do something, send me a message. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up this show. I love you all very much. Still a lady. Stay promoting and steady fighting. This is your girl, MeSha810, signing off. Good night, y'all. This is just my beef for today. I like to talk trash. I'm going to talk trash at the end of this episode. My beef for today is this. I'm a single black female. I'm a single black female. I'm also a Leo. I love to flirt. So, I talk to different guys all the time. I like to talk to different people. Now, with that being said, nobody has me under lock and key. And a lot of you guys need to realize that none of you have me under lock and key. So all that, you need to act like this, and I see you met somebody, and well, I'm coming to see you though, girl. I'm coming to see you. Half of y'all are out of town. If you're like you done got locked up, you're in the state penitentiary. I'm not about to sit around and wait on anybody. I'm not inside of a lockbox. So MeSha does her. I do me. You can like it or love it, because you can't hate on it. Peace. Chucking the deuces. Peace. Peace. Get out of here. Don't you hate when you go out and you're like, you're walking, you're minding your business. Excuse me. All of a sudden you hear this. Scary. Here's my favorite one. What is that? What is that? I mean, you can't say, hey, how you doing? Hey, girl, let me holler. Something, Don't hit me with the hootie hoo call, like we on the yard. What is that? Stop. Let your boys know. If there's any men watching this show, let your boys know. Stop it. Stop. On the real.